For the network shown below, when current is 0, voltage is 20 volts, and when resistance is 0, current is 10 amps. If the value of R is 3 ohms, then what is the value of current? We have to calculate. This model is very important model, very important, right? See, when I is equals to 0, what is the value of voltage? V is equals to 20 volts, right? I is equals to 0 means what? Open circuited, therefore, this is open circuit voltage. That is nothing but what? VOC, which is equals to VTH, right? 20 given, that is nothing but open circuit voltage. Like that, when R is equals to 0, I is equals to what? 10 amps. Then, if R is equals to 0 means what? Short circuit, right? This is nothing but ISC. That is ISC is equals to 10 amps. Clear? So, from the data we have VTH and ISC. Therefore, we have to calculate RTH. RTH is nothing but what? VTH by ISC. Therefore, RTH is nothing but 20 by 10, which is equals to 2 ohms, right? So, we have RTH. Then, what is the value of current when R is equals to 3? This is Thevenin's equivalent circuit. We have RTH and VTH. For the value of 3 ohms, what is the value of current we want? That is it. Therefore, current through R, which is equals to what? Current through 3 ohm branch, right? We have to calculate that. That is VTH by RTH plus 3, right? Therefore, what is the value of VTH? 20 by RTH is nothing but 2 plus 3, which is equals to 4 amps. Current through 3 ohm branch is nothing but 4 ohms. This model is very important model. So, the option is C. Next one is the linear network as shown below has only resistors. So, this network is having only resistors. Then, if I1 is 8 amps and I2 is 12 amps, then V is found to be 80 volts, right? Then, V is equals to 0 for I1 is minus 8, I2 is equals to 4. Then, what is the value of V when I1, I2 is equals to 10 amps? So, this is the same like 7th problem, right? This problem is same like 7th problem. So, here 2 current sources we have. With respect to these 2 current sources, we have a voltage value. So, to get the answer, we can use by superposition theorem. By superposition theorem, coming to this case, I1 is active. First case is I1 is active. Then, for 8 amps current, we have V is found to be 8. If both are acting simultaneously, we have 80 volts. Therefore, I1 is active. Therefore, V dash should be equals to I1 R1, say, okay. This network is consisting of resistances, therefore, V dash is I1 R1. Like that, I2 is active, V double dash should be equals to I2 R2. When I1 is active, I2 is equals to 0, right? That is, I1 is active, that is I2 is equals to 0. That is the meaning. When I2 is active, I1 is equals to 0. So, nothing but superposition principle. Therefore, V is equals to V dash plus V double dash. Superposition theorem, right? From this, V is equals to V dash is what? I1 R1 plus I2 R2. What is the value of V? First case 8. What is the value of I1? 8 R1 plus I2 is what? 12 R2. That's it. This is 1. Similarly, by using superposition theorem principle for these sources, we can get V is found to be 0 minus 8 R1 plus 4 R2, right? You can get this. This is 2. From 1 and 2, we got this one gets cancelled. 80 is equals to 16 R2. Therefore, R2 is equals to 5 ohms. R2 we got as 5. Therefore, R1 is what? R2 is 5. From this, 0 is equals to minus 8 R1 plus 20, right? 20. Therefore, minus 20. R1 is nothing but 20 by 8, which is equals to R1 is equals to 5 by 2 ohms. R2 is 5 by 2 ohms. So, we have R1, R2. Then we have to calculate voltage when I1, I2 is equals to 10 amps. Therefore, V is equals to I1 R1 I2 R2. When I1 is equals to what? I2 is equals to 10. We have to calculate. So, V is equals to 10 into what is the value of I1? 5 by 2 plus 10 into 5, right. So, this is 25 plus 50. Therefore, V is equals to 75 volts, right. Next one is a human nerve cell has a open circuit voltage of 80 millivolts and it can deliver a current of 5 nanoamperes through 6 mega ohm load. Then what is the maximum power available from the cell? Means what is the maximum power which is delivered by the cell? So, we have all the data except RTH, right. So, we have supply voltage, that is cell voltage, and we have current through the load, and we have a load, but we do not have RTH, that is this is Thevenin's equivalent circuit, right. So, what is the RTH? We do not know. What is the load? 6 mega ohm. What is the input supply voltage? 80 millivolts. The current through this is nothing but 5 nanoamperes. That is it. We have to calculate RTH and then P max. That is it. These are the required quantities, RTH and P max, right. We all know that current through load by using Thevenin's theorem is nothing but what? VTH by RTH plus RL. We all know every value but except RTH. Therefore, from this RTH less RL is equals to VTH by I. From this RTH is equals to VTH, right? This is the formula. Therefore, RTH is what? VTH value is what? 80 milli 8 into 10 power minus 3 by I is what? 5 nanoamperes, 10 power minus 9, minus RL is 6 into 10 power 6. From this 8 into 16, right? 16 into 10 power minus 3 by 10 power, which is equals to 16 into 10 power 6 minus 6 into 10 power 6, right? From this 10 into 10 power 6 ohms. From this RTH is equals to 10 mega ohm. So, we have RTH as 10 mega ohm. Then P max available from the cell, which is nothing but what? VTH square by 4 RTH, right? So, P max, which is equals to, what is the value of VTH? 80 into 10 power minus 3 whole square by 4 into RTH is what? 10 into 10 power 6. So, from this P max is what? 6400 into 10 power minus 6 into 10 power minus 4 we got by 4 into 10 power 7. Therefore, P max is nothing but 16 into 10 power minus 11. Then what are the options? 0.16. So, answer is 0.16 nanowatts, right? The answer is A. Next problem is, in the below circuit, if V is equals to 3 volts, for E is equals to 1 volt and I is equal to 0. For 1 and 0 amps, we have 3 volts of voltage across this current source, right? Like that, the voltage is 2 volts for I is equals to 2 and E is equals to 0. Then, for E is equals to 1 and I is replaced by a resistance, then the value of I. This is also very important one. This problem is also very important. This is very good problem. Okay, first case 1. Solution from this case 1. What is case 1? For E is equals to 1 and I is equals to 0 amps. Means what? I is equals to 0 means what? Open circuited. Therefore, at this condition we have 3 volts, that is across this current source we have 3 volts. So, when I is equals to 0, this is open circuited, obviously this is open circuit voltage, right? Therefore, VOC is nothing but 3 volts. That is the meaning behind this condition, right? Like that, case 2. This is case 1. Case 2 is what? When I is equals to 2 amps and E is equals to 0 volts. See, here I is equals to some value of current we have, but coming to this source, it is short circuited. In order to calculate R equivalent, we have to replace all independent sources by their internal resistances, right. So, here the voltage source is replaced by short circuited, that is E is equals to 0 means what? Short circuit, right. For what? To calculate RTH, that is the meaning. Therefore, from this case 2 we have to get the value of RTH, that is for E is equals to 0 volts and I is equals to 2 amps, that is E is equals to 0 means what? Short circuited, right. So, in order to calculate R equivalent, we have to replace all other independent sources with their internal resistances. That is why this is nothing but RTH, but at this condition, what is the value of voltage? We got 2 volts, right, 2 volts. Therefore, at this short circuit condition only, we have this 2 volts of voltage and 2 amps of current. Therefore, 2 by 2, which is nothing but 1. RTH is nothing but 1 ohm, right. This is the meaning behind this case. E is equals to 0, I is equals to 2 amps, V is equals to 2. So, means what? Short circuit means what? We have to calculate RTH, that is the meaning. Therefore, V by I, this is the value of V, this is the value of I, that is why we have 1 ohm of RTH. So, we have VOC, we have RTH. Then we have to calculate case 3. What is case 3? When E is equals to 1 volt and I is replaced by what? 2 ohm resistor, means what? This is load resistor for us, that is load resistor for us. Therefore, we have VTH, RTH, load resistor, that is finally we have to calculate what? Voltage, right. RTH, VTH and RL. So, we have to calculate the voltage across this branch, This is replaced at this case 3, when V is equals to 1 volt, the current source is replaced by resistive branch, means what? We have to calculate the voltage across this branch. The circuit becomes, we have to draw the circuit, then you have clear idea, right. So, this is RL, this is RTH. What is the value of VOC? This is VOC is what? 3. This is RTH is what? 1 ohm and this is 2, right. Current source is replaced by 2. Then we have to calculate the voltage across this 2, voltage across this. Simple. V is equals to what? Total voltage. Apply current division principle. Total voltage into current branch resistance, that is present branch resistance, by total resistance, that is 3 into 2 by 3. Answer is 2 volts. Therefore, at this condition the value of voltage is 2 volts. Option A is correct option. So, next one, the voltage current relationship feeding the network N is shown in the figure. The Thevenin's equivalent of network N will have VTH and RTH we have to calculate. Okay. So, this is the characteristic between V and I. Okay. We all know this procedure, right. This is minus 5 comma 0 current and voltage. When voltage is 0 means short circuit, this is ISC, and again we have 0 comma 25. This is current and this is voltage. Current is 0 means what? Open circuit. This is VOC, VOC by ISC, 25 by minus 5 minus 5 ohm, but resistance can't be negative, therefore the option is 5 ohms, 5 ohms, right. So C is not correct. Okay, we will calculate method 2. From method 2 we will calculate. Okay, that is minus 5 amperes 0 volts and next 0 comma 25 volts, right. So at this case this is IS. Okay, no need to write because we are dealing with method 2, right. Therefore V minus 0, 25 minus 0 by 0 plus 5 into I minus I plus 5, sorry, equation of a straight line. So this is the equation for this straight line, right. Means at this point we have minus 5 comma 0, at this point we have, right. From this V is equals to 5I plus 25. This is the equation we got, right. See, when I is equals to 0 amps, V is equals to what? From this (25), right? That is nothing but what? This is nothing but open circuited. When I is equals to 0, open circuited. Therefore, VOC is nothing but 24. This is nothing but VOC. We have VOC 25 volts, right. Next, this is 1. From 1, dV by di, which is equals to 5. That is it, right. From 1, dV by di is nothing but 5. Therefore, RTH, which is nothing but RTH, right, 5 ohms. That is it. Option 25 volts and 5 ohms. Option D. A battery charger can drive a current of 5 amperes into 1 ohm resistance connected at its output terminals. If it is able to charge an ideal 2 volts battery at 7 amp rate, then Thevenin's equivalent will be, we have to get. So, we have two cases here. A battery charger can drive a current of 5 amperes into a 1 ohm resistance, that is for case 1. Case 2 is what? Then if it is able to charge an ideal 2 volts battery at 7 amperes rate, then Thevenin's equivalent will be. So, case 1. Case 1 is what? We have a battery drive a current of 5 amperes, means battery in the sense Thevenin's equivalent circuit, right. So, what is the load? 1 ohm resistance, right. This is RTH, we do not know. This is the battery which is having VTH of voltage. The current through this is what? 5 amperes, right. From this we all know that phi is equals to VTH by RTH plus 1, right. So, phi RTH plus phi is equals to VTH. This is from case 1, right? This is 1. Like that, case 2, right? Case 1 is completed. From that we have phi RTH plus phi is equals to VTH. Then from case 2 we have to connect an ideal voltage source which is carrying 7 amperes current. That is, we have VTH, we have RTH. We are connecting towards battery. This is 2 volts, this is VTH, this is RTH. Then the current through this branch is nothing but 7 amperes, right? From this we can write 7 is equals to total voltage, that is VTH minus 2 by RTH, right? 7 RTH, from this 7 RTH plus 2 is equals to VTH. From this 7 RTH plus 2 is nothing but VTH. This is the equation, this is 2, right? From 1 and 2, 1 and 2, what is the value of 1? 5 RTH plus 5 is equals to VTH. What is second? 7 RTH plus 2 is equals to VTH, right? These two gets cancelled, therefore minus 2 RTH plus 3 is equals to 0, right? From this RTH is nothing but 1.5 ohms. We have RTH, that is 1.5 ohms. Then substitute this RTH in any one of the equation. So from 1, 5 into 1.5, 7.5 plus 5 is nothing but VTH. Therefore, VTH is nothing but 12.5 volts. That is, finally, Thevenin's equivalent circuit is what? Or we have 12.5 volts. This is what? 1.5, right? Therefore, option 12.5 in series is 1.5. Option B is correct. Next problem is, if a constant current generator of 5 amperes shunted by its own resistance of 1 ohm, this is the internal resistance of this current generator, it delivers maximum power P in watts to its load of RL, right? Then the voltage across the current generator and P. We have to calculate the voltage across the current generator and P. The circuit becomes, simply it is Norton's equivalent circuit, that is it. The internal resistance of this current generator. We have this branch, this is 5, this is 1, this is RL, we do not know, RL we do not know, but see, we have to get the maximum power, means what? P max present only when what? Only when RTH is equals to RL, right? Therefore, RL should be equals to what? 1 ohm. This is nothing but what? RTH, right? Therefore, RL should be equals to 1. That's it. Then we have to calculate the voltage across the current generator means what? Across this point means what? Between these two terminals means across the load we have to calculate. That's it. That is plus minus VL. We have to calculate VL. That's it. And then P max. So first we have to calculate the current through that load. Later we have to calculate IL. IL is what? Total current into opposite branch resistance by total resistance 2. IL is nothing but 2.5 amperes. So we have IL. So obviously the voltage across the current generator is what? VL is nothing but IL into RL, which is nothing but 2.5 into 1, which is nothing but 2L is equals to 2.5 volts. So VL is 2.5. Then P max. P max is what? VL square by R, which is equals to IL square into R. Therefore, P max. IL is what? 2.5. 2.5 by 1, which is equals to into 1. So we can get same answer. Therefore, P max is nothing but 6.25 watts. So we have VL 2.5, P max 6.25.